Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. It's time to do a ranking of Sparks. And so this idea is Sparks vinyl records up to, I think I've done up to gratuitous sax and senseless violins. And then, it was more of a CD format, at least for me. So, at some point I might do the other half of their discography, but for now, it's the first few albums on vinyl, and I'm going to pick which of the two sides I like the most. Some will be kind of easy, and some won't be. And so I would love your thoughts too in the comment section below. And, if you would like me to occasionally do some more Sparks videos, please leave a comment in the video, like below the video. Thank you. And a thumbs up. So their debut album was originally released as Half Nelson, and then the album didn't sell. So their manager, Albert Grossman, talked them into changing the name. At first it was going to be the Sparks Brothers after the Marx Brothers. And even, the band didn't really care for that too much, so they narrowed it down just to Sparks. And they re-released it, and it still didn't sell, but there was a minor hit with the song Wonder Girl in one of the states in America. Produced by Todd Rundgren. Great album. One of the greatest debut albums, in fact. So, let's see. Wonder Girl, Fa La, Fa Lee, Roger, High C, Fletcher Honorama, Simple Ballet, Slow Boat. Okay, my least favorite song would probably be Biology 2. Not that I don't like it, I do. I think it's kind of like Frank Zappa-ish. Really bizarre, but I love it. But it's my least favorite. My favorite songs are Slow Boat, No More Mr. Nice Guys, Fa La Fa Lee. Both really strong sides, but I would have to go with side 2 because of Slow Boat. Saccharine and the War I absolutely love. One of the few songs that Russell wrote by himself. Big Band is great, and of course No More Mr. Nice Guys, the original that Alice Cooper stole the title from, is a great rockin' song. So yeah. So next up is a woofer in Tweeter's clothing. Should be coming up any second here. Oh, I missed one. Okay. I'll find it. There it is. Don't panic. Girl from Germany, Beaver O'Lindy, Nothing is Sacred. Here Comes Bob, Moon Over Kentucky. And then side 2, both, once again, it's a great album. Absolute great follow-up. I sometimes don't know which of the first 2 albums I love more. My favorite song is Whippings and Apologies. It might be, well, it's in the top 5 for sure. And sometimes it's my number 1 favorite Sparks song. But then the rest of side 1 is, I think, stronger of the 2. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with side 1, even though Whippings and Apologies is on side 2. So, yeah, side 1, Girl from Germany. Beaver O'Lindy. I don't care for the end, the last minute or so of Nothing is Sacred. I feel Russell's falsetto. It's one of the few times I didn't care for it. But you might. We can all be different. Here Comes Bob is hilarious and classic, and Moon Over Kentucky is kind of spooky. There we go. The great Kimono My House. And this is a very easy one. I think most people would pick side one because it's 5 bangers in a row. Their biggest hit, This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us, Amateur Hour, another big hit single. Falling in Love with Myself Again, Here in Heaven, one of my all-time favorite Sparks songs, and Thank God It's Not Christmas, with one of the greatest keyboard solos ever. And side 2 is great too, but I would say Complaints and In My Family are not quite as strong as the other songs for me. And Equator is a great way to end the album. Some people don't care for the last couple of minutes, but I do. I love it. So yeah, side 1. Then we go to the awesome follow-up, Propaganda. Now, the one advantage to side 1 is there's one more song. But Propaganda is just, I think it's like 20 seconds long. So At Home, At Work, At Play, great opening, for the first full song. Reinforcements, BC, Thanks But No Thanks, Don't Leave Me Alone with Her. Achoo is great. I'm not crazy about all of those achoo's at the end, but I love everything else. Who Don't Like Kids and Bon Voyage is one of the great closing songs for any album. Yeah, I'm going to go with side 1 again. Next up, Indiscreet, album number 5. Someday we'll have one extra coastline. We'll tire of the Atlantic. Thank you. That's one of my all-time favorite songs. I love it when that guitar riff comes in. And then side 2, lots of variety. That's what I love about this album. It's like almost like Sparks' White Album on one album. Produced by Tony Visconti. I was going to say I love tits, but that would be inappropriate. Oh my gosh. The weakest song for me, but I still love it, is How Are You Getting Home? But every song I absolutely love. Oh, I might have to edit this, so give me time to think. I'm gonna go with side 1 again. Yeah. Not to say that, the side 2s of these albums are weak, because they're not. Big Beat. Big Boy, I Want to Be Like Everybody Else. Nothing to Do. I Bought the Mississippi River. Fill Her Up. Everybody's Stupid. Everybody's Stupid. It's funny how it's brought up in the Edgar Wright documentary, The Sparks Brothers. It's one of my least favorite Sparks songs, but I think maybe because of the documentary, I'm starting to appreciate it more. I'm going to go this time with side 2, because side 2 is killer. Throw Her Away and Get a New One. Now that's a love song. Confusion, once again, one of my all-time favorite Sparks songs. Screwed Up, I love. White Women. These days you could not release a song as long as they're white, as long as they're white, as long as they're white from head to toe. But back then, it's just humor. Obviously, it's nothing racist at all. It's just humor. Same with Throw Her Away and Get a New One. And then I Like Girls. Yeah, I'm going to go with side 2. Introducing Sparks. It's about time. After 7 albums, they finally introduced Sparks to the public. I was very confused when I bought that, and I'm thinking, I think they were already introduced, but it's because they started with Columbia Records, a new record company, and I guess Columbia was introducing them. Produced by Rupert Holmes, the Pina Colada guy. Oh boy, love this album. This time there is one extra song on side one. My least favorite song is Forever Young, but I still love it. Goofing off, Girls on the Brain, Over the Summer, and Those Mysteries. It's side two. Yeah. And I did see Ron and Russell when they did their solo tour in Toronto in, I think it was 2013, 31 years after I'd seen them in Toronto in 1982. And they performed Those Mysteries, and Ron and Russell were right there in front of me. I bet they were thrilled. Number One in Heaven. When this came out, some people were, Sparks went disco and all that, and I was concerned. But I had a very open mind to music, and I loved the album right away. I played it a lot. So side one versus side two, I'm going to go. My least favorite song is My Other Voice, but I'm going to say it a lot. I love the song. And yeah, side one, Tryouts for the Human Race, Academy Award Performance, and La Dolce Vita. But it's a perfect album. This album isn't perfect. It was the first time I was disappointed with the Sparks release. It just didn't have enough of their personalities, and there are rumors that Ron Mael didn't even play the keyboards on this album. Ron, can you let me know? Thank you. Just write to me. Thanks. So side one, just When I'm With You. It's a classic love song. When I'm with you, I never feel like garbage. I always take a shower. Just Because You Love Me is okay. Rock and Roll People in Disco World. When I'm With You, instrumental is, to me, just kind of filler. And then side two, Young Girls. That couldn't be released today. Noisy Boys is okay. I love Stereo. Very underrated song. And The Greatest Show on Earth is pretty good too. But I'm going to go... See, side two, really the only song I love is Stereo. Side one, When I'm With You is the best song on the album. And then I like Just Because You Love Me and Rock and Roll People in a Disco World more than Noisy Boys and Young Girls and even The Greatest Show on Earth. So I'm going to go with side one. I'm really looking forward to other people hopefully leaving comments below. Then they got back to having a band format, and they rocked out with Womp That Sucker. Tips for Teens, Funny Face, Where's My Girl, Upstairs, I Married a Martian, Super Strong Side. Side two, The Willies, Don't Shoot Me, Susie Safety, That's Not Nastasia. A song that would annoy some people by the end of it, but I love it. And Wacky Women, once again, not one of my favorite songs. So I think side one is the stronger of the two sides. I love I Married a Martian and Upstairs, and Where's My Girl, and Funny Face, and Tips for Teens. Angst in My Pants. Angst in My Pants, I Predict, Sextown, USA, Sherlock Holmes, which I never used to really care for, but it became a live favorite and one of Sparks' most admired songs, and I grew to actually really appreciate it. Nicotina is a great rocker, and Mickey Mouse, which they performed on Saturday Night Live. Once again, one more song on side one than side two. Mustache. Instant weight loss is my least favorite is Tarzan and Jane. And instant weight loss. But I still like them. The Decline and Fall of Me is one of my all-time favorite Sparks songs, and Eaten by the Monster of Love is great. And Mustache, of course, is awesome. But I would have to go with side one. Sparks in Outer Space, kind of getting away from the guitars and more synthesizers and keyboards. I really loved the album, but maybe not quite as much as the two previous ones, because I'm more of a rock guy, except for Number One in Heaven, of course. So what? Oh, it flipped. There's an extra song inside two this time. Why can't they just even out the songs on each side? Make it easier. So Cool Places I love. Popularity, one of my all-time favorite songs. Praying for a Party is good. And Please Baby Please is one of my least favorite Sparks songs because it's just so ordinary. And Sparks aren't ordinary. Side two, Rockin' Girls is awesome. I Wish I Looked a Little Better. Lucky Me, Lucky You, which I think should have been released as a single. It was great with Jane Wiedlin, just like on Cool Places on vocals. A Fun Bunch of Guys from Outer Space is great. Oh, sorry. Oh, it is even, actually. I just noticed that Modesty plays as a bonus. So I apologize to Ron and Russell Mael. So side two, one, two, three songs I love, and then two or so. Then one, two, three. Yeah, I'm gonna go with side two. Even Dance Goddammit, which maybe isn't quite as strong as the other songs on that album, but I think it's on that side. I still love a lot. We're almost done here. Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat. Once again, a bit disappointing. The production was kind of a letdown. But I certainly didn't dislike them. Side one, what do I see here? There's an extra song on side two. I'm not happy. But there are a couple of instrumentals. Yeah, Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat. The songs themselves are great, most of them. My least favorite, Pretending to Be Drunk, is kind of different. I don't know if I dislike it or love it. Progress is awesome, very underrated. With All My Might, should have been a big hit single. It's one of the few real Sparks love songs. Then side two, I think, is a little weaker. Everybody Move, I used to dislike. I thought it was stupid. It's kind of silly, but it's more fun now. I enjoy it more. A song that sings itself is kind of cool. Sisters and Kiss Me Quick. Yeah, and the instrumentals are kind of their day, but fun. I'm going to go with side one because I love Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat. Love Scenes is catchy, and Progress and With All My Might. Move this over here. Yeah, so the original album that I bought had Change on it. And I think in the UK it was Armies of the Night. Both great songs. So it doesn't really matter for that. Music that you can dance. Oh, and I was disappointed in this when it came out. It was, once again, a bit too regular dancey kind of stuff. But I've grown, especially with the latest remaster that I bought. I love it now. I think it's very underrated. And Molly and I saw Sparks in Toronto in April, and Molly's favorite song was Ron perform. Well, she loved the whole concert, but her favorite song was Shopping Mall of Love. Yeah. Music that you can dance to is great. Rosebud is great. Fingertips is my least favorite Sparks song. Write that down. uh, it just doesn't work for me. I don't like Russell's vocals on it. Sorry, Russell. For the most part, you are right up there with the David Bowies and the Paul McCartneys and the Larry Graves. Change is incredible. Let's get funky. I love that. It's funky. This might be the most difficult one. I'm gonna go, yeah, because of Fingertips on side 1. I'm gonna go with side 2. The scene is really good too. Yeah. Never give up on an album, even if you dislike it. Go back, like if you have it in your CD collection and you haven't thrown it in the garbage like I originally did with Kimono My House. uh, come back to it once in a while and try it again. So 2 more. No, I did that one. 1 more. Here we go. I added this as an extra because I think, because where I get these, it even changes. So it's not even side 1, side 2. It's just like the CD format. But I can kind of figure out that sides 1 and 2 would be, I guess side 1 would end with hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I hope. When Do I Get to Sing My Way is a classic. When I Kiss You, I hear Charlie Parker playing is incredible. I Thought I Told You to Wait in the Car. I love all of these songs. Even I don't know how you pronounce that, Tush Hark. I understand some people not liking it. It's might be annoying, but I enjoy it. The Ghost of Liberace. Let's Go Surfing isn't one of my favorites. Yeah, I think even if side 1 ended on I Thought I Told You to Wait in the Car, I would go with side 1. And that's it. That only took 45 minutes. So, like I said, if you're a fan of Sparks and you enjoy me doing videos on Sparks, I need the feedback. And I will definitely do more Sparks songs in the near future. And at some point, I did do a video where I ranked all of the Sparks albums up to 2015. That was a few years back. And it has, I think, over 50,000 views. And even Edgar Wright tweeted that he enjoyed the video. So just for Edgar Wright and all the other Sparks fans, I'm going to redo at some point with all of their more recent albums. So thanks for watching. This was fun. And have a great day. Have a great Sparks day. Bye.